The first serious projections for the 2027 VA disability COLA are starting to come in. And if they're correct, veterans could be looking at a noticeably larger increase than they received this year. Right now, one of the most widely followed forecasts comes from the Senior Citizens League, which is projecting a 2027 COLA of approximately 3.8%. A separate projection discussed by the Motley Fool places the estimate at roughly 3.9%. But here's where things get interesting. Mary Johnson, a longtime Social Security and Medicare policy analyst who has followed COLA trends for decades, has suggested the 2027 COLA could reach as high as 4.7% if inflation remains elevated. Now let's put those numbers into perspective. The 2026 COLA was 2.8%. So even the most conservative of these early projections would represent a larger increase than veterans received this year. And if the higher estimate of 4.7% were to become reality, that would be one of the larger COLA increases veterans have seen in recent years. Of course, it's important to understand that none of these numbers are official. The Department of Veterans Affairs does not set the COLA. VA disability compensation follows the same cost of living adjustment that is applied to Social Security benefits. The official 2027 COLA won't be announced until October. Until then, analysts are essentially trying to estimate where inflation is headed based on the economic data. For a veteran receiving approximately $4,300 per month at the 100% disability rate, a 3.8% COLA would add roughly $163 a month, for example. A 3.9% COLA would add about $168 a month, while a 4.7% COLA would increase monthly compensation by more than $200 per month. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean veterans would be better off financially, because COLA increases happen because prices are high. But from a compensation standpoint, these early forecasts suggest that the 2027 increase could be larger than the 2.8% increase veterans receive this year, 2026. The next several months of inflation data will play a major role in determining where the final number lands. So with the conflict involving Iran and rising gas prices, it's difficult to see inflation falling significantly between now and September. And that's important because the inflation data from July, August, and September is what will ultimately determine the 2027 COLA. If you found this video helpful, give me the thumbs up and subscribe. See you in the next one. Veterans helping veterans.